Bonjour, my name is Denise Willerton and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I am thrilled that you are here, even through all these embarrassing glitches. Facebook, I don't like you very much right now. No, it's not showing me that I'm live, so I hope I am live. That's crazy. Darlene, if you could do me a huge favor and, well, actually, no, that's not going to work anyway. Yeah, it's so weird. I can't see this. I have no notification that I'm live. Anyway, I hope this is working. Every time, or when you do share, I'll put your name in a bucket. And where was I before I started rambling? I'm so sorry. If you do not have a demonstrator and you're in Canada, I would love to be that for you. If you do have a demonstrator, that is fantastic. I hope you still leave here inspired. And if you do have a demonstrator, please shop with your demonstrator. I'm going to bring the camera down and let me show you what we are going to be featuring today. And I'm going to stand up and see if I'm still live, and I am, and I think I'm in a good in a good working position here. So here's my host code if you do want to place an order in my online store, and you will find that at denisewillerton.stampinup.net. But again, if you do have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, please shop with your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, okay? This is what I want to feature today as things just fall all over the place. This beautiful card, yes, yet another Christmas card. Can you believe it? You know what? I found myself scrambling getting Christmas cards done at the end of the season, so I thought, no more, I'm not doing that. So I'm probably going to feature a Christmas card at least once a week. But anyway, this is my first card for 2021, and this is what it is featuring. The Snowflake Wishes, okay, and that is a bundle, and it's actually on sale right now. I think there's still some available, so if you love this stamp set, I urge you, run to the store and get it before it's gone. Here is everything that we're going to be doing with dimensions and everything. So if you want to take a screenshot of that, I am going to leave that up for a few minutes while I still try to troubleshoot this. So ridiculous. This is really crazy. I'm not happy with Facebook right now, I'll tell you. I am not. You know how normally you get a notification that somebody's live? Well, somebody is messing with me because I do not see that I am live. Isn't that crazy? Let's do one other little thing and see if that makes a difference, but I kind of don't think it will. There we go. Wow, that's crazy that it took that long. Sorry about all of that. So again, I would love to see who is here. So shout out some hellos to me, please, and thank you. There we go. Karen, and you shared. Thank you. I'll write your name down right now. Cheryl, you're here. Karen, you're going in for next week. Hi, Gail. Hi, Cheryl. Okay, this is making me happier. Hi, Christine. Hi, Lucy. Hi, Karen. And I miss you. Oh, my goodness. Lucy, you shared. Let me write your name down. Last day of the year. Goodbye, 2020. If I could, I would kick you in the butt, 2020. And, okay, that's weird. It is being really ridiculous. Normally I can flip it no. Okay. I will try to keep watching. Yay, goodbye 2020. Okay, so I hope you had a chance to take a screenshot of this. The top is gone. Okay, there we go. Thanks for that, Dar. So these are your dimensions. Anyway, let's get to this card, and I want to show you how I did this, okay? So Snowflake Wishes 2020, goodbye. See you later. You're out of here. Okay, super simple card, super quick. Let me show you what I've done, but you have to stick around and see what I am doing for part 2 of this, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our panel, and our Whisper White panel is, where are you? 4 by 5 1/4. And here's what I did. I took the big snowflake from the So Many Snowflakes, okay? These I cut out with the other dies. There's one tucked in behind, because actually, you know what? Let me show you this. This set is amazing. Like, look at that. You have all of these snowflakes, and you've got this beautiful, I should have cut it out to show you. It just makes a beautiful tag, okay? But so these snowflakes and this guy here is what I cut out here. This big guy, watch this. I cut that one out, but this is what you get. So you get, I'm not sure what that's called, like, hi Connie, welcome here. You get the, what do you call that? The opposite cut. I don't know what it is called, but anyway, so I got a mask is what I did, okay? Let's get to it. Oh, I am flustered because I've been having computer issues here. I need a piece of scrap. I can't wait to show you this. So there's the mask that I cut using the big die, okay? Negative. Thank you, Karen. Thank you. Here's my negative. I knew somebody would come through for me. And here are my beautiful snowflakes that I cut from Dazzling Diamonds. Darlene, negative. She's like, okay. So behind my mask, this is just a piece of inexpensive Staples cardstock, because I do not like to waste my my Stampin' Up cardstock. I'm going to place this on the bottom portion of my card. I want to make sure, see how I wouldn't be fully on? I want to make sure that I am in there, okay? Don't forget to share, and I'll enter your name in a draw. Look at these delicious goodies. Do you know what this is? These are going to be available in the new catalog. They come in a set of 3. They can be washed, or you can just leave them for the individual colors if you wanted to order, you know, 2 or 3 packs, whatever. These have actually been washed twice. Look at this. I don't know if you can see how beautiful that is. They're beautiful. I'm going to take this one that's already stained a little bit blue, but it has been washed a couple of times. And this is what we're going to do with our mask. Okay? I need to shut this volume down here. Thank you for the 3 shares. So who was it? I've got Karen and Lucy so far. Who else was it that shared? No, that's not going to work. Connie shared. Okay, there's my 3 shares. So if anybody else wants to share, Connie, I'm just writing your name down, just so that I'm a little more organized. Okay, so here's our negative. We're going to open up our pool party. And I am just going to put some ink on here. Oh, Gail, you shared too? That's great. I'm going to write your name down too. And like I've said before, when we're sponging, we always want to start off before we move into. Okay? And Gail, I'm going to write your name down right away here too, just so that I have it. Make sure you stick around to the end so you can see who won for last week. Pick up a little more, start off and roll. Look at how flexible they are too. Do you see that? Like they just have beautiful give. I'm tempted to use it for makeup. They're just gorgeous. Cheryl, thank you for sharing. I'll write your name down as well. Now you can go as light or as dark as you want with that. Cheryl P. Let's grab a little bit more. Who's ready to say goodbye to 2020? Is it nice to say good riddance? Oh my goodness. This was the first Christmas in my life that I wasn't with family. I was with Dean, which is great. And you know what? See how it's a little bit lighter here? I want to keep that because I want to have a little bit of like a real kind of contrast. So on purpose now, I want to focus a little more here. And it doesn't matter where you do that, or even if you do it at all. I just want to be a little bit darker. Once you remove your mask, you're not getting it back on. So you need to really know for sure that you're kind of happy. And you know what? I'm happy. I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop right there. This can go under warm water and that can get all cleaned. Are you ready for the reveal? Drum roll, please. Yes, I am looking forward to oh, Carol, you're here. Welcome here. Nice that you're here. And you shared. Carol, I'm going to write down your name too. From Connecticut. How fun would that be? So, Carol SS. Karen is saying that she is looking forward to a virus-free year. Amen to that, sister. I've got a little bit of removable tape that I'm just going to roll off. And you know what I'm going to do, and you've seen me do this before, I'm going to take my stamp case and I am just going to put my mask, my negative, right back in there, okay? So that's ready for another year, because I probably won't play with that one again this year. Let's get our sentiment on here. So we're gonna pop this into our Stamparatus. I'm a fan, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes, especially when it comes to sentiments, sometimes I just don't trust my my stamping. And I love the snowflake wishes. I mean, I'm a real Merry Christmas kind of girl, but I love the snowflake wishes because I think it goes really nicely with the card. And this is actually, oh, Darlene, thank you for sharing. I will put your name down. This color here is Misty Moonlight, one of our in colors. Darlene G, you're in there. And I failed to bring that color forward, and so I am not going to head back into my studio to pick it up. So I have Memento, and so Memento it is. So here we go. Whoops. So did everybody have a lovely Christmas, as different as it was for most of us? Some people alone, some people sneaking family members in, and I get that. I get that. I so desperately wanted to, but we didn't. But you know what we did do? And I think I mentioned this before. Dean and I started cooking about 9:30 in the morning. By 10:30, my stuffed turkey was in the oven. And by 4:45, we delivered a full-on turkey dinner to 2 of our children, my sister and her husband, and my mother. So we're talking turkey, stuffing, whipped potatoes, carrots, cauliflower, cheese sauce, gravy, fresh pumpkin pie for every house. Here is my pool party, 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and we are just going to take our Tombow. I hope I have some in here. Yeah, Carol, it was really nice. You know, it was just kind of, I don't know, crying between serving it and seeing everybody. And so we had 3 laundry baskets full of food, and away it went. Oh, and apple salad. That's something that my husband grew up with. His mom would always make apple salad. So it's Granny Smith apples, chopped up, peeled and chopped up, and then doused in whipping cream. That's it. Apple salad. I don't know if I'm forgetting something from the menu, but that's what we had. My glue kind of came smushing out here. Smushing is a word. Whoops. Crooked is a word too. Oh, Denise. I lost my wiggle room already. Let's just lift that up and start over. That was really crooked. Sometimes I can handle it if it's a little bit off. And then what I did was, I'm scared to do this now with the way that glue was coming out. Let's get our snowflakes. Down onto our silicone sheet. I'm hoping for a dot. I just want little dots here and there. Pick that up without sticking my finger in it, hey? And let's just put that down right there. Another dot on here. Dean's home from work already. Wow, that's a lot. So it's kind of weird doing this with him home. I'm going to put that guy right there. I should have done this one first so that I could see what room I had. Do you know we're just about done this? And then on to our next card, or on to our next project. I'm excited to show you. I hope you stick around for it. Oh, Karen, you delivered meals too. That's so great. And Lucy did. Yeah, apple salad. Oh my goodness. So there you go. Now what we're going to do, I'm still like super crooked. Oh well. C'est la vie. C'est la vie. And I'm sticky. I need my dimensionals. So we went to the lake after we delivered all of these meals the following day. So we delivered our meals on Boxing Day. And so then the following day, we made our way off to the lake, and we were there for a few days and feeling very lonely. And anyway, in the middle of that, I texted our daughter and said, you know what, do you guys want to come up to the lake? Dad and I will wash the beds fresh, And she's like, sure. So that's where they are. So our daughter and her 3 boys and husband are at the lake, and we are back home for but a day. They're leaving again tomorrow. So there's my card. Now here's the goodie. I hope you stuck around for this because you're gonna be so excited about this. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna quickly show you this. This is using Snowflake Splendor. So same idea. You're just gonna get your card base. I made a little panel using Highland Heather, and then I would adhere these down. This is Night of Navy from the same DSP, and then you would just do like a little panel with your sentiment down there, place that onto your card base, and you're done. But here's where I was going with that. This is what we're going to do for our second project. So you would take the 4 cards, or even 5 with envelopes, and they would fit beautifully in this box. What a fantastic gift to gift someone, don't you think? And so I want to walk through and show you how I created this box, but we're going to do this in a Christmas theme. This beautiful sentiment, this I don't remember where the sentiment came from, but the die, that's the Stitched with Whimsy. It doesn't cut, but it gives you this beautiful stitched border. And so I just kind of fussy cut around it, and I wasn't worried about perfection or anything. So let me show you how we created this box. And I need to give credit to the beautiful Julie Dimatteo, Julie Dimatteo. I believe that's how you say her name. That's where I got the instructions for this. And I actually emailed her and said, Julie, I just saw your box, could I? And she's like, absolutely, that's why I'm doing this. So let me show you how to create that box. Let's get all of this out of the way. Are you excited about this? You know what? I love 3D projects. Oh, Connie, you delivered too on Christmas morning. How beautiful. Let's get all of that put away. This big guy, remember? That's my negative. That is my negative. I still need to put my, my magnets behind this. I just want to shuffle all of this stuff out of the way. Okay. Please get yourself a paper and a pencil or a pen so you can write down these dimensions, okay? Because I know that you are going to want to do this box. I mean, it's just a perfect way to give gifts, okay? So going with the theme of our cards, we've got Night of Navy, right? And we also have Highland Heather. We're pretending that these cards are complete. Look at, I'm already on my way to 2021 Christmas cards. You are going to need 2 pieces of your cardstock, okay? This is my box base, okay? Are you ready? Here's where you're taking down numbers. My box base. Your box base, let me put it this way. I can see that I'm not quite in camera. Your box base is 9 7/8, okay, by 8 1/2. Now 9 7/8, that is the longer line just before 10 inches. 9 7/8 by 8 1/2. You are scoring, and you know what? I will have all of these dimensions on my YouTube down below, you just select more and it'll show you the dimensions. So if you don't get this, don't worry, because this will all be down on YouTube. I've taken pictures of this already, so there will be a tutorial. You are going to score at 1 inch and 2 inches on all 4 sides. Okay, so that's what you're going to do. So this is what that would look like. Okay, you're going to get your scoreboard out. I have sort of pre-scored. Can you sort of see the score lines? You are going to find your 1 inch mark. You want to make sure that you are using your score blade, not your cut blade. Ask me why I say that. Any guesses why I would say that? Yeah, Darlene, I'm addicted to 3D projects. So there's your 1 inch. Then we are going to scoot over to 2 inches. Okay, I've already done 2 sides, so that's 3 sides. And we're going to do the same thing again. 1 inch. And scoot that in to the 2. Okay, there's our card base. Then what you're going to do, we're going to just deal with the base first, and then we will go on to the cover. You're going to get your snips, and you are going to cut. I've got 1 score line here, right here, and I have another one right there, okay? And I also have one right here. And that's what it looks like on all 4 of my corners. I am just going to snip up to here, and I'm going to snip up to there. I'm hesitating. I'm going to cut this away. I'm going to cut this away. Then what I'm going to do from this edge to this score line, and there's nothing precise about this, I'm just cutting a smidge. From this score line to this corner, I'm going to go that way. From this score line to that corner, I'm going to go that way. Okay? And that's what you're going to do. Now, if I put this down, I should have done some of my cutting ahead of time. If I put this down, do you see how this is the cutaway? Trim, 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 or miter. You're mitering your corners is what you're doing. So let's do that again. We're going to go straight up. We're going to go straight up. Take this away and take that away. Let's make a stair, okay? Miter here, miter here, and there. We are just repeating. Do you see how I'm like, did I do that right? I hope I did. Miter here, miter there, miter here. Gonna go straight up to that score line, straight up to that score line, cut this away, and cut this away. Miter. I should be looking to see if anybody is asking questions. Miter, miter, and miter. Okay? That's all trash. I'm not even keeping that. I'm not putting that in my stash. When you start doing that, it starts hurting less and less. Do you see how this is all my cutaways, okay? So you're basically making a step, and then you just want to miter your corners, and you will understand why as we go. Then what you want to do is you want to burnish. Burnishing is very important if you want a nice, crisp fold where it just puts everything together way easier for you. This is what's going to take a while, is this. Putting the box together. The card, super simple. Whoops. Oh, I did score that, but I guess I didn't score it really well. It felt quite tight. Now the top is basically going to happen the same way as the bottom, the same way as the base. It's just a little bit smaller. Now what we want to do, if you take these 4 little tabs and bring them in, you can see that these are going to come this way, right? This tab is going to go here. So what you want to do is you want to put adhesive down on each of these corners. I like to do one corner at a time because I can get pretty messy if I don't. So I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive there. So this edge right here is going on this edge right there, like so. And I want to just hold it there for a minute. Okay? You want to be nice and flush. Same thing, fold that tab down. Are you still with me? This edge is going on this edge, like so. Hold it for a smidge. Let's get that out of the way. Let's put a little bit of adhesive on here. I like to use Tombow when I'm doing these projects because it holds really well. It gives me that wiggle room, and I'm never worried that the tape will eventually dry up and your project falling apart. It's not what you want. Let's bend this out of the way so I can get to my last tab. See how they're sticking out a little bit? But here's the genius thing that Julie does with her box templates, which I love. And I'm just holding that down here for a smidge. Okay? So again, if you've just come on board, please say hello. Oh, you're cooking dinner. Carol, what are you cooking tonight? I cheated. My husband picked up a roasted chicken from the grocery store. I want to fold these flaps towards myself just because it's going to make life a little simpler for a moment. So if you have not shared yet, be sure to share so that your name is entered in a draw for next week, and stick around to see who won. So remember how we mitered the corners? See how everything, there's nothing sticking out or overlapping. Now try not to get your fingers in the glue, and we're going to bring that straight down, and let's give that a nice burnish. So now I have a reinforced edge, okay? We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to put some adhesive down. We're going to fold that into itself. Give that a burnish. So what I'm doing is, because you're at a really weird angle, I don't know if you can see it better this way. I'm just following that edge, okay? Fold that over. Thank you for the hearts. Whoops. I might have needed a little more. You don't want this box falling apart. No, it doesn't want to stay down. You know what? Perfect time. Let's add a little more in there. There we go. Who's going to make one of these? Oh, cheese soup? Cheryl, I need that recipe. Hi, Shell. Welcome here. Cheryl, I need that recipe. I've probably asked you for it before, but if you wouldn't mind sending that to me, I would love it. So now that's got a nice burnish. And our last flap, let's get that down, okay? And then we're going to move on to our lid. Whoops. Come on, glue. Work with me here. So you know what hubby bought me for Christmas? Thanks, Karen. You have to make this, seriously. And if you have any trouble, just drop me a line. I'll walk you through it. But this will be on YouTube. So now I'm just giving this a good burnish down. I mean, it's such a nice idea for gifting someone a box of cards. Okay, so now my box base is done, and I've got nicely reinforced edges on each side. So here I've got 2 cards and 2 envelopes. See how nice they fit in there? So I could put 5 cards in here. Easy, easy, easy. Let's move on to the lid, okay? So we're doing the same idea, although the dimensions are different, okay? Cheryl, it is so fun, seriously, and I'll walk you through it if you're having trouble. Okay, our box lid. Who's ready with their paper and pencil? And again, I will have all of these dimensions down below once we're done here. So your box lid is, are you ready? This is interesting. 7 1/16 plus a little bit more. Okay, so what I did was I did 7 1/16, and your 1/16 on a ruler is your very first line. Your second line is 1/8. So what I did was I found 7 1/16, and then I just moved right in between the 1/8 and the 1/16. Okay? So 7 1/16 and a little bit more. This is 8 7/16 and a little bit more. So the same thing. I went in between the 16th and the 8th mark. Okay? Does that make any sense? And I did not score that side because I wanted to show you. And here's where my math brain, because I'm not the best with rulers, but I'm learning, and I have to go this way for this. Sorry. So we've got 7. Oh yeah, that's the dimensions. That's the dimensions. I am scoring at 5/8 of an inch. So I've got 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8. There's my 5/8 of an inch, okay? Put your cut blade away. Score at 5/8 of an inch. and then score at 1 1/4. And everybody knows where 1 1/4 is. So there's your 1 1/4 and score there. We're going to flip these two edges I've done already. So let me count the 5/8 of an inch. So your first line is a 1/16. Your second line is an 1/8. So we're counting our 1/8 5 times. 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8. Did I do that right? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8 of an inch is, oh my goodness, my brain is shutting off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why am I forgetting where 5/8 of an inch is? I think I'm tired. I shouldn't have had all that sugar. 1/16, 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8. There we go. Okay, I'm back. And our score blade. And you know what? If I am off, we're going to find out in a minute. And 1 1/4. Sorry about that. It'll be 2 lines past the 1/2 inch. Merci, ma belle. All right. Let's get some cutting done. So we're going to cut the same way that we cut this, right? So we're going to cut up to our score line, up to our second score line, and across and off. Right? And then I am going from the corner to my score line, from the corner to the score line with my mitering, okay? And I'm going to miter there as well. Même chose over here. Même chose means same thing. Straight up, straight across. How's your soup coming, Carol? Or your supper coming? Are you still making supper? Miter that corner, and miter down below. I should have pre-done some of this, girls. I'm sorry. But you're watching me in action, and you're watching me bumble through this because most days I'm a mess. I had a hard time falling asleep last night, and then I woke up wide awake at 4 a.m. this morning until 5:30. So I'm feeling it. I'm tired. I'm not gonna lie. Straight up to our second score line, straight across. Get rid of this little guy here and miter our corners. Okay? And again, all of these dimensions and all of these pictures will be on YouTube when this gets done. If I put this down on here, you can see here's my cutaways, right? And then all of my corners are mitered. All right, let's get this puppy together. Burnishing is extremely important. Am I keeping you girls too long here? Or are we good? Oh, that is so sweet, Darlene. That is so sweet. Cookies. Yeah, I had cookies just before I did this. So remember our tabs? Those are the first things that are getting glued down. All right. Now, if your if your scoring was correct before we even do that, this should line up, right? This edge should line up. This edge should line up, right? All the way around so that we have our reinforced edge, okay? Tabs down. Tabs down, and let's get gluing. Come on, baby. Whoa. Ah, that's a lot of glue. And again, this edge right here, I want flush with that edge right there, like so. I'm going to hold it for a second. And I got glue oozing out of that, but my second panel that comes down is going to hide that, okay? Holding that down. Get some adhesive on this panel. Corner to corner. Hold it down. We're getting there. A little bit of glue here. Corner to corner. Hold it down. Okay. Whoops. Too premature on that one. Now, move that guy out of the way here. I don't want these facing in at the moment. That's where they're going, but they're going to be in the way when I'm putting my, see all that glue there? I'm actually not too worried about it. Whoops. Because this is going to come down onto it. Okay. Give that a burnish, which is then going to help the adhesive to connect. Our lid is just about done, but stay with me for 1 minute when we're done this, because I want to embellish the front of it. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. And then I need to draw for last week's share person. So if you shared, your name is entered in a draw. Come on, glue. Whoops. It answered. Oh dear, I'm a little bit nervous about that. This one is off. I had a feeling it was, you know that? I had a feeling it was off. It is off a smidge. Can I still make this happen? I'm gonna force it. That's where your scoring is so important. And you know what? I lost my mind there for a minute when I forgot where 5/8 of an inch was, and that's what threw me. But it's gonna go down. See how I have this hanging over? That's called a faux pas. It's called a I made a mistake. Because I do. But for those of you who know me, you know I never claim to be right bang on anyway. Hold that down for a smidge. We're coming to an hour already, girls. I am so sorry. So you know what? I'm not going to totally embellish it. But remember when I said that here's another card? Well, this is also the decorative top of my box, okay? I'm not going to put it down just for time's sake. And there's the lid on my box. Whoops, I'm not fitting in here. There we go. there is the lid on my box. What kind of cookies are these that you girls are all talking about? Oh, Boxing Day is a cookie day? I didn't know that. What? Oh, yum, those sound amazing. How did you do the clear panel? Well, Connie, you're going to have to wait because that is one of the classes that I'm teaching on January 20th. And I don't know if you signed up for that, but that is, I'm going to show you in that class. So there's our lid, and it didn't fit on perfectly. I think it was because my score line was a little bit off, but I will rectify that after. But last week, for our, thank you for the beautiful comment. Last week, for our sharers, I had Kathy P, Karen P, Lucy B, Carol SS, and Barb M. Did anybody else share last week that I am forgetting about? Because I will add your name right now before I do the draw. Okay? Did anybody else share last week and I overlooked? Connie, you did? Okay. Okay. Okay, so there are, and Gail, you did as well? Okay, that's so weird because it actually only showed that I had 3 people that shared. Okay, so here are my sharers from last week, and thank you so much for doing that, ladies. Please keep doing that. So these names are going to go in my little bin, and while I have you here, these are going in the bin. This week, Cheryl, Darlene, Carol, whoops, Connie, Lucy, Gail, and Karen. Okay, did anybody else share this week? Did anybody else share this week? No, Carol, I'm still putting you in the draw, my friend. Absolutely, I am putting you in the draw. And sorry, everybody else. I'm hoping to pick Carol. Am I allowed to say that? Is that nice to say that? But I don't know who I'm picking. So here's the names. And in my bucket they go. So all your names are in there. The camera's coming up, ladies. The camera is coming up. Don't you love that box? Like seriously, it is gorgeous. I need to fix this lid, but who would not want to, let's hold these snowflakes, who would not want to receive that as a little gift, okay? I brought the camera up because I want you to see that your names are all in here, but I also want you to see that I'm not looking because I'm watching you. And the winner for sharing last week, and thank you for doing that, is, here we go, Karen Palmer. So you know what? I do have one of your Stampin' Up! Orders here, and so I will put your gift with the Stampin' Up! Order, and what I'm going to gift you is this completed box, okay, with these beautiful corners and everything. So it is empty, so you have some work to do, my friend. You need to put some cards in here. So Karen Palmer, I'm going to put your name in the box so I remember that this belongs to you, but I'm going to put it with your order, okay? So if anybody is coming to my class to go on the 20th of January, the way that works is it is a it's a YouTube. It's by invite only. So I'm not live, but I am doing a video and a step-by-step picture tutorial. We are using the, oh good, I have it in front of me. We are using the Dragonfly Garden. There will be 3 projects in there. If you do not own the stamp set, because it is a bundle. I can order that for you for $88, but Carol, I can't order it for you because you're in the States. I'm so sorry, but you can purchase, Carol, you can purchase the YouTube, the picture tutorial and a kit, and I can ship that to you if I have your mailing address. And for that, it's $25. If you want just the YouTube and just the PDF picture tutorial, it's $15. And yeah, so if anybody is interested, drop me a line here, or better yet, go onto my Facebook page and personally message me, because sometimes messages get lost in conversations. So if you are interested in the Dragonfly Garden class to go, either with the bundle, the stamp set, and the punch, or just the PDFs and the YouTubes, let me know. But personally message me with that, okay? So with that, we are done. I will leave you until I see you next year, and I hope you have a wonderful New Year's. I hope all the best for you in 2021. Goodbye 2020. I'm not sad to see you go at all, like not even a little bit. And so let's hope for better things in 2020. And thank you so much for popping by. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.